Are strong here for this 30-lap feature, round one of the Phil's Propane Triple Crown as they bring the field through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, green flag in the air. Ava Schwinnard on the throttle down into turn number 1, and they're just about 3 wide in the corner. Bergstrom backs off just enough to fall in line, and Schwinnard will take the lead down the backstretch.
Down into 3 and 4 in the 77, works the outside. Look at Amy Arsenal. Doug Benoit filled the hole on the underneath the 82 of Avila, who is backsliding on the top side, deep into the pack already. They're 3 wide off at 2. Arsenal down to the inside, Perry to the outside, Benoit splitting them down into turn number 3.
Doug Benoit getting in the middle of 2 battles there, and he comes out ahead in both. Now he battles with Amy Arsenal down the front stretch and into the corner. We got a few 2-car battles here, especially up for that second position, as it's Morissette and Bergstrom still side by side through 3 and 4.
Bergstrom having a good run early on, taking over the number 2 spot as Morissette falls back to 3rd. Danny Massa sits 4th with the 57 of Morgan rounding out the top 5. Down the backstretch they go. Arsenal a little bit crossed up. That gives Benoit to run up on the outside.
Out of turn number 4, Ava Schwinnard leads by a few car lengths here as they head down into 1 and 2. She was benefiting there from a lot of the battling going back in the back of the pack there from second on back. But she's got a fast number 6 tonight as she crosses another lap lead off the board. 5 laps down, 25 to go.
Deep in the pack, they're still side by side. Greg Perry working the outside of Amy Arsenal down into turn numbers 1 and 2 as they come off the corner. They've got Mike Hendricks and Lenny Souza right behind them. A little further up, Danny Massa starting to make some noise. Gets a run down to the inside of Morissette, looking for that 3rd spot.
Side by side, Massa down low. Still through turns 2 down the backstretch they go, approaching some slow traffic here. They're all over the bumper of Bergstrom as Bergstrom holds that bottom line. Here comes Morissette still running that outside lane. He's dropped a position or 2, but holding strong on the outside.
Off the corner they come, and Morissette still trying to hold off the charges of the 41 as they hit turns 1 and 2. Alice Benoit slow on the speedway. She is -1 to your leaders. Morissette back to 4th. Here comes Benoit to the outside of Marissa Morgan, looking for that 5th spot as they hit turns 1 and 2.
Doug Benoit falls in line behind Morgan, now looks to go high, and we got a car around in turn number 4. Caution flag as Morissette make up row number 2. And Marissa Morgan and Doug Benoit, row number 3. As they come off the corner, turn number 4, that green flag waves in the air for Ava Schwinnard and Max Bergstrom as they head down, battling side by side into 1 and 2.
Off the corner they come. Schwinnard and Bergstrom race there as Danny Massa tries to squeeze underneath that black number 3 down into turn number 3. Here comes Morissette trying to make it 3 wide through the corner. Drifts it up high and wide off of turn number 4. Doesn't have the run. Schwinnard continues to set the pace with now Massa sitting in the number 2 spot.
Yeah, nice job by Massa there to get by the 3 of Bergstrom, but Bergstrom holds strong down the backstretch and into 3, and out of turn number 4, he'll fall in line into that 3rd position behind Massa. Looks for the crossover down into 1. Just a bit too slow there as Massa powers through the corner. It opens up a bit of a lead on that 3rd position.
Morissette backsliding, gets kicked up 3 wide. Benoit and Hendricks slide in underneath. Then you've got the 49 of Blackwell, the 9 of Amy Arsenal trying to slide down there as well. Battle for 4th off of turn number 2. Marissa Morgan up on the outside. Greg Perry down low. Perry with a half a car length advantage as they hit turn number 3 and up front. Battle for the lead. Danny Massa all over the back bumper. That black number 6.
Ava Schwinnard doing her best here to hold off the charging Massa, but Massa's getting a couple good peaks down below through the corners as they head down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Schwinnard opens up that gap just a little more as they head across the stripe.
Get some breathing room there over Danny Massa. Meanwhile, Morgan and Benoit battling and trading paint down the front straightaway. That's the battle for 6th off of turn number 2 as Mike Hendricks has slid by that pair. Off of turn number 4, Danny Massa takes a look down to the inside one more time. Doesn't have enough room. Settles it in back behind. Tries it again through 1 and 2.
Schwinnard able to hold him off, but he's right there on her rear bumper as they head down the backstretch and into 3 and 4, approaching some lap down cars here. It's Schwinnard exiting turn 4, barreling across the line and into 1. Massa looks low once again. Schwinnard able to shut the door just enough that Massa has to wait till next time around.
Ava's running what they call a groove and a half, leaving that bottom just a little bit open. and that gives Danny Massa some hope. And every time he tries to make a move, she's been able to be right there and shut the door. Massa, however, seems to be just a tick quicker, but hasn't been able to get the run. Battle for fourth, down into 3. The 0-3 of Mike Henricks takes a look down to the inside of Greg Perry as Perry shuts the door.
Ava Chouinard continues to hold off Massa, but he keeps getting those looks, hoping that Ava Chouinard will just go a little too high there into that second groove, as Kevin was mentioning, and he can look underneath and try to get that pass. But so far, Chouinard continues to lead as we have 12 laps to go.
Down into 1 and 2 they go, and the laps are winding down. Bertram gets a little bit crossed up. Here comes Perry up on the outside in the battle for that third position. Battle for the lead. Massa down to the inside of Chouinard. They race off of 4. They make contact. Chouinard's able to hold on that time across the stripe.
They battle through 1 and 2. Chouinard in that middle lane underneath a lap car, barely holding off Massa as he is getting faster and faster now underneath. Through 3 and 4, they're side by side. They go across the stripe. Chouinard will leave that, but here comes Massa down through 1 and 2.
10 more circuits around, and Danny Massa edges out ahead of Chouinard down the back straightaway. She continues to work that outside and settles it in back behind. 9 laps to go this time, and we've got our second leader of the event. Danny Massa sets the pace. He starts to open up some distance between he and Chouinard as they go 3 wide deep in the pack.
3 wide they are. Lenny Souza down on the inside, Morgan in the middle, and Brightman to the outside. Souza will take the best of that trio.
Trouble for Bergstrom as he goes around right in the middle of turns 3 and 4. As we get ready to rock and roll one more time with 9 laps remaining.
Down through 3 and 4. That green flag is in the air waving, and Danny Massa on the throttle. He'll take the lead down through 1 and 2. Ava Chouinard sticking on that outside lane. She's going to now battle with Greg Perry down the backstretch and into 3 for second.
Perry down low looking for that number 2 position as Chouinard tries to hang on up top. Perry edges out ahead of her down across the stripe as they come off of turn number 2. Benoit and Blackwell still race side by side down into turn number 3.
Into 3 they go, and Greg Perry now in that second position. He looks to chase down our leader, Danny Massa Jr. To head down through 1 and 2. Perry closing that gap and opening the 1 back to third as they head down the backstretch.
Down into 3 and 4, and Danny Massa sets the pace. Third in the championship standings coming into tonight behind Greg Perry, the driver that sits second on the field right now. As they come off of turn number 2, Perry takes a look to the outside, settles it in back into turn 3.
All over the rear bumper again is Perry of that 41 of Massa. He looks high down the front stretch, carrying that into the corner, but he's going to scoop low down to the bottom. Out of turn number 2, he's all over the bumper of Massa still.
Trouble for Manoni in the 96 as he slows up off that second corner, a flat right front tire. He's going to try to limp that car around as Perry again to the outside of Massa down into turn number 1. Battle for the lead down the backstretch.
Greg Perry wants that lead bad as they head down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. He falls in line with Massa. Massa loose off the corner. That's going to give Perry a chance to get a run down the front stretch and into 1.
3 laps to go and a couple of lap cars ahead of him as they come off the second corner. Perry settles it in back behind as they hit turn number 3. Massa out front. Comes off of turn number 4, sees the twin sticks high in the air as they cross the start-finish line.
Greg Perry down through 1 and 2 with 2 to go. All over the bumper of Massa, closing that gap down the backstretch. He is practically pushing him down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Looks to that outside through 3 and 4. They come off the corner to the white flag.
Final time around, and Perry's got one more shot at this one. Danny Massa looking to mark his territory in the Phil's Propane Triple Crown run. Set sail down into 3 and 4 with a 2-car length advantage. Chouinard still sitting third as they come off of 4. Danny Massa will pick up the win. Second place going to Greg Perry. Third place to Ava Chouinard. Fourth to Doug Benoit, and Tony Blackwell rounds out the top 5. Man, what a run you had. Just needed that much more.
Just that much more, you know. I ran in front that whole time practically, and it was great. I just wish I could have held it for a little bit more. I was trying to squish him down, do anything I can to keep him from coming underneath me, but it just didn't happen. But I got third place. So.
It's got to feel real good. I know you got some people that have been working hard to get you here.
It does. My mom, my dad, Scooter, Crystal for the pep talks, thank you. My boyfriend Peter for coming out, all my friends and family, my sponsors, Jerry's General Maintenance, Highland Real Estate, J. Lavoie Appliance Repair. That's about it.
Kim, buddy.
Oh, I'll take it. Shooting for top fives. Just great car. Everybody at the garage gave me great wheels, so I'd like to thank my buddy Jared. He's been giving me a hand. My girl Lindsay, my mom, my dad, my sister, Brent, Bryson, John Robidoux for kind of pointing me in the right direction. And I got to throw out to Jay Tissy because he's in Florida and he can't be here to enjoy this. But I just want to say thank you, everybody. TFB, Danny, good run. Awesome to run with him. And I'm sure I'm missing someone. Well, I got to thank my sponsors. First off, I got to thank B&A Auto and Towing. My buddy Andrew always hooks me up, everything. Well, myself, I sponsor myself, G&G Auto, and TFB Racing, and pretty much about it. And for the propane, Phil's Propane Plus, the Triple Crown.
Looked like you might have had a shot at Danny a couple of times, just not strong enough on the outside.
No, my tires kind of went away on me. I kind of started driving like an animal, but I should have stayed, but it's all right.
A great run. You and Ava had a great battle, and then holding off Greg at the end.
Oh, yeah, it was hard. It was a hard one. Brand new car. Ava's getting better every week. She's fast. Greg, he's up there now. He's the points leader. He ain't the points leader for no reason. He's doing good.
Tell us about those last few laps battling with Greg, trying to hold him off.
I thought I was going to slip up and he was going to slip underneath, but we held it. Thank God.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
TFB Racing, Mark Murphy Auto Body. He just came on board with a lot more this year. Big shout out to him. Shout out to Scott Bruno and his father passing away. We got a thing on the back of the car for him. Phil's Propane. Helga South Coast Power Equipment. If it wasn't for those guys, this wouldn't be possible. They do a lot for us, and I want to thank them for it.
First of many more to come?
Very. Brand new car, too.